Fellow beings, we're live, and a marvelous Monday to each and every one of you. That's right, it's a beautiful, beautiful January Monday morning, January 6th, 2025. It's going to be a great day. We got the weatherman here nice and early, spilling out the hobo Gandalf. That's right. Ms. Pick Cafe is in the house. Good morning, dear. Hope you're doing well with your wrench over there. We've got Griffin. Happy 50th birthday to Wheel of Fortune. First broadcast was January 6, 1975. Legendary hosts Pat Sajak and Vanna White were joined in 1981, with Sajak retiring last year. It is broadcast in 26 countries, and it is amazing. Thank you, Griffin. We got Captain Phantom Nerd in the house. Great to see you, my friend. And let's see. We've got a few other folks rolling in the door. I think I see Mark Fields with some positive vibes. I think I said hi to Captain Phantom Nerd just a moment ago, but Eminem Fish is here. Are you going to be, I think I'm going to pull out some Hatch Green Chili. That's good. Good stuff. Are you celebrating the birthday of New Mexico? What else is happening right now? Let's see. We've got SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor out in the house. Good to see you. And the lovely Jill with her wrench. Good to see you, dear. We got Mr. Cat out there. What's up? Those people that come in and steal the show and try to suck off subs from culture makes me sick. I don't know what that is. But thank you. Kaladin 910, hello. Bimo Beta in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. And a few other folks rolling through the door like Istaphobos. That's right. We are back in the grind, everybody. Oh, I got stuff on my hat again. Oh, well. What else we got? We got low spec Linux laptop in the house. Linux gaming in this particular case. Same thing. Good morning, Jeff. We've got, let's see, Punk Waddle. Punk Waddle and I are going to do something together, I hope, later today. Maybe a video. Maybe about NVIDIA. You don't know. 11 Alpha's out there. What's going on? If you've seen today's videos, or I guess yesterday's and today's video, got a little bit involved in whatever was going on between Tom and Zendaya that was trumped up. That was super fun yesterday. That's linked in the description below, as is today's video about the exploding budget for Snow White. Snow White, who is no longer snowy or whitey. Let's see what else is out there. Janet Z, good morning, dear. It's good to see you. We've got lots of wonderful humans out there, like Penny, and Liberty All's Cat gives the Culture Casino membership right up front. Well, thank you for that. Look at these amazing people. Look at them all. The beautiful people. Ronnie Bradley says raid indeed. And thanks for being here, Ron. Follow the Bradley's fun, because you just gotta. Righty rate specialist, you bet. D. Bud Martin, the man, the myth, the legend. He's everywhere you want to be. Truly. Usually wrenching away. Sean MNT, or Sean Mountain, as I like to say, in the house. Arlene Navo is hanging out. Raid! Thank you for that. Vinny T, good morning. And, of course, we've got hanging with Erica and Raph, who were enjoying last night's show with that crazy Louisiana guy. That's right, Valiant Renegade, my buddy, my pal, my friend of mine, Andy Masterson's here. Morning to you, my friend. Barney Fife, hello. Number one with a bullet. It's a big bullet with Kahuna Corey. Good to see you all. Hail, Culturians. Hail, Virginia. Sergeant Giratina, hello, and Happy New Year to you. We've got Hampton. Good morning, Hampton. I hope everything is great. Jonathan Conroy is out there. Hello, Jonathan Conroy. Enjoy the show and hit that like button indeed. Morgan King, one of the stalwarts here. Good morning. I hope your weekends were all wonderful. A few more folks before we have to get out. Let's see. Going Shogi. Speaking of go. Hey, Shogi. That's right. And Scott Summers, how's it going? Thought it was early 80s that Wolf started. WOF, Wheel of Fortune. I don't know. It just kind of felt like that's when it showed up on everybody's television. All thanks to, I think, Pat Sajak, to be fair. Randall Orser, one of our favorite Canadians from Canada. We've got Butterbiscuit92. What's up, Butterbiscuit? Good to see you. We've got Trusteth Dan, 74. All right, I think I got it. And thank you for being here from X, the X Machine, the X Factor, along with the Green Machine pals and Carl Singh. We've got Jesus A. Sabalos, or Jesus A. Sabalos Jr. Good morning, everybody. Happy Three Kings Day. It is. Kreshaki. Hello, and good morning to you, dear. We've got Frank being here. We've got several others. We've got many others. We've got lots of others. It looks like you guys are on fire today. Apex Comics is out there. We got another super duper chat for 5 Culture Casino Clams from Weatherman. Thank you, Weatherman. Thank you, Weatherman. Juliet, good afternoon. Young Gandalf, thank you, dear. Oh, that makes me feel good. And Culturinos. We've got Dalu. Happy January 6th. Yes. The official declaration of President-elect is handed out today, barring any craziness. And if there is craziness, this could be a date of catastrophe, let's just say. Hetheliato! Hope everyone's having a better morning than I am. Got weekend sleep hangovers. No bueno. It's hard to get up after the weekend, isn't it? Cynthia Carter, good morning, dear. Hope you're doing well. But I'm going to say this, we've got to go. Comics Dad, good morning. Good morning, my friend. It was great seeing you last night on Lorena's show. That was super fun. We went extra long because couldn't get my show together as planned. So next Sunday we'll have a late night culture. Although I'm toying with the idea of moving it to a different night. We'll have to see. Channel Surf, good morning, everybody. Good morning, my friend, my pal, my buddy. And the Batcap. What's up? Carlos Alfredo Lopez in the house. And there is that $5 in culture clams from the one, the only Weatherman. On that note, 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about. Not a lot of time to do it in 18 stories and all. We'll start first with the stock market. Seems to be doing rather well, pointing much higher today than it had been in previous weeks. That's always good news. We'll revisit that in a minute. But let's start here with Disney merging Hulu Live TV with Fubo, sort of kind of settling that Venu lawsuit, or Venu lawsuit. I will tell you this is the dumbest joint venture I've ever seen any set of companies launch, with very little to offer outside of Fox's football. All the other stuff here is nonsensical and non-essential. And as the NBA slowly dies and sinks into the ocean, whoever paid for those rights overpaid so substantially it's ridiculous. Not to mention the fact that, there's very little to offer in regards to ESPN anymore, or outside of Fox, outside of, I guess, golf and maybe football. Warner Brothers Discovery, no more basketball after this year, and Fubo does all the other things. Maybe this is a huge upside for the other large entities and maybe a downside for Fubo with a decent out policy. We've got the Golden Globes reclaiming its chaotic glory, whatever that means. But Nikki Glaser did host this. It was only medium terrible. And nobody really cares who wins these awards, other than the fact that they might indicate who's going to win Oscars. We've got Keir Starmer hitting back at Elon, calling what he says, which is truthful and verifiable, lies and misinformation. That's how the game's played if you're one of the puppets. Speaking of puppets, we can't get there yet. We'll get there in a moment, but there's another puppet to talk about. But Amazon's aggressive upfront move by moving their upfronts is going to crowd Fox and Telemundo's presentations, limiting what people will be able to absorb as far as the new offerings. Amazon's trying to play hardball when they really only have limited things that people are interested in that are usually produced by everybody outside of Amazon. Zendaya showed up at the Golden Globes. Had to get her in here because she's hot news, isn't she? All the time. Yeah, just what an amazing actress with just too much to offer. Okay, I'm being less than serious. I mean, it's a plank of wood. Yeah, but she goes back up there with a dramatic gown, a curly bob, and eye-catching ring. I wonder what the ring was for. Don't really like bob haircuts, but that actually suits her pretty well. TikTok creators are left in, well, limbo, for lack of a better way of putting it, for probably one of the best ways to describe this. AP, they did something right today. Lots of other wrong things. Awaiting a decision on platform ban. Well, we're going to see. It goes to the Supreme Court, I believe, on the 10th for judicial review. The CES is starting in Vegas. 2025 is here. You can get robot dogs and many other things. Recreate a pet. Weird stuff. Nippon Steel and U.S. Steel file a joint suit because the Biden administration said, no, we're not going to allow this merger. I think that was the right call. Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau is likely to announce resignation. That's right. And they seem to suspect that it's coming down before the caucus meeting on Wednesday. Could be now, could be this morning, could be at any point in time. Could have already happened. Don't know, but I've been covering this for a while, and he is at his lowest point ever. And if the election were held today in that country, guess what? The Conservatives would gain 100 seats right away. It would be a complete flip, a runaway, a mandate, for lack of a better way to put it, for a change in direction for Canada. We've got, higher Social Security payments coming for people as the Democrats try to buy people off in arrears, hoping they will change their votes next election. Except that at the same time, they're making it harder to be American by restricting the drilling of offshore oil and gas. America last. That's the Biden presidency. That's the legacy, and that's pretty much the last 12 years if you look at one side of the equation. An exodus by Wall Street from climate group is worrying advocates. Why? Well, because they won't have the money to keep up their garbage and their propaganda about the climate issues that supposedly we have in this country, and we've been having since I was born. We've got AP doing the most disingenuous thing they possibly could about Tesla offering up the data that was stored in that Tesla truck. That's right. They want you to worry about being spied on. Well, they're not worrying you about cell phones or the fact that the insurance companies have been doing that for at least a decade, if not two. Again, the stock market pointed higher this morning, but China is not so much. The exchanges are asking big fund managers to restrict stock selling. Yeah, live in a communist country, get your stuff stunk up. Speaking of stunk up, the man behind the New Year's attack visited New Orleans before and recorded video with smart glasses. There you go. These are the kind of smart glasses coming to you from Meta. And just the New Orleans attacker used those to just figure it out. Get a VR imprint picture and everything that was going on and the best opportunities. That's pretty terrifying. Now, we've got a bear story coming up in about 8 seconds because we're going to get a little bonus time today and acknowledge the great gifties and other super chats that we received during the course of the stream. So stick around, folks. We're not going anywhere. I feel bad for my Canadian neighbors. That music is a little loud, isn't it? There. Now there's no music. All right, let's pop over to the thing. I do not know why that got louder, and I don't know why there's no subtlety left in it, to be fair. There's supposed to be. But it is what it is. Now, we got to get to the bear story. I promise everybody a bear story when I can find one. I think this one is unique because it's got Florida Man. Seriously, let's take a look at Florida Man and a bear. A Florida man was attacked by a bear cub and bitten on the stomach while defending dog, says he couldn't watch her die. That's right. Florida man was attacked by said bear. And here we go. Let's take a look at this video. We like it when there's video. There's the puppers. And there's the bear. He went charging. Look at that. Whooshmack. Human on bear. Wow. Wow. Yeah, he was not having it. So get the dog in the house. Yeah, now it's 2-on-1. Crazy stuff. But that's Florida man for you. Yep, he was bitten on the stomach last month. Oh man, this is an old story. Being reported as new. Midnight, December 20. He growled and charged, just latched onto my stomach. And there you go. But yep, the dog, a Pomeranian named Karen, was attacked first. He said there were 3 bears, and my dog saw them and just ran straight for them. The neighbor captured the attack on video, which shows Sprout running into the yard to intervene as the bear had Karen in its mouth. I ran up to it and kicked it in the chest, and it dropped her. Good job. Good on him. There you go. He's wearing his Calvins. So apparently the dog was part of the family, and I couldn't just watch her die. My kids love her. I just couldn't tell them at Christmas our dog was gone. Yep, there's been a lot of tragedies with animal on animal violence recently, but I thought everybody would like to see Florida man go banana sauce. And there you go. There you go. All right, there's your bear story. Yeah, everybody's laughing at the dog's name, Karen. Cub attacked a dog named Karen. That's right. That's right. Whoo! It's been fun, you guys, recording videos and stuff lately. Lots of fun stuff out there. We got lots of wonderful chats while we were live. Once again, want to acknowledge the weatherman for 5 Culture Casino clams. $5 for the working man. Our great friend Going Shogi for 5. Or no, wait, not 5. I just like saying 5, apparently. For a Culture Casino membership, thank you for that. Which means Griffin Domaline got that one. And let's see, we got Native Hawaiian, 808 forever, baby. That's right. And as Miss Pet Cafe says, Gifty. That's right. Getting my voice back. Ram Bam 3000. Hello. And Razorburn, my favorite rivet head. I hope you're doing well. There's Core Member, one of the greatest memers on the planet. Your mic is very low today. Okay. I'm kind of irritated now. I feel like Windows is jacking with the audio every time I do anything. I have gone through every setting and reset it multiple times. Let's see if we can keep it at 90, 91. All right. Is that better, I hope? Nuts. And thank you for that. I think I said hi to Magnify. A few other folks rolled in the door, though, while we were up and running. Culture, you said my name perfectly the first time. Thank you. It is indeed pronounced Jesus. Okay. Jesus A. Sabalos Jr. There you go. Let's see. There was a really fun basketball player, great sixth man in the NBA that last name was Sabalos. I think it was Cedric Sabalos, though. Played for a lot of different teams in the 90s and 2000s. Let's see. Apex is out there. I think I said hi to Apex already, too. More folks showing up. The best part of waking up is coffee in your cup. It's true. Lots and lots of it. Gollum, greets to you. Who else out there? Got a lot of folks that popped in. Just scrolling. You guys are trying to catch up. 10 minutes ago. Lance, what's up, Lance? Musk is too loud. Your microphone is too low. Oh, music is too loud. Thank you. Yeah, that is I don't know what's happening. I really don't. I am still sitting at 91 up on the screen. So it hasn't adjusted, so hopefully that fixed things. Is drowning you out. That sucks. All right. Well, we're going to have to figure out a way to tone down the music, right? I didn't turn the mic down. The mic was cranked up, so Windows did it. Let's see. We got Curtis Joseph for a Canadian dollar. Thank you for that. And we got a chatty chat from SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor for 5 Culture Casino clams. The only bear I would feed is Winnie the Pooh. First, he's a cartoon. Second, he loves honey and sweets. Lastly, he's very friendly. Well, Paddington. Come on, Paddington would be safe, I would think. Correct? And thanks again, Curtis Joseph. I would think. Hey, Matt G's in the house. What's up? DD Juvats. Well, this show is a wash. I can't hear CC. I'm so very sorry. I do not know what that's all about. I got to figure it out, though, because that volume, I have it cranked down significantly, and it literally should not drown anything out at all. That's pretty wild. Pretty wild. I noticed that happens after some kind of update for Windows, though. And then my mic is like screwed up. I fight it off. Hey, Mark Daly's in the house. My mic is still low. Okay, is it still low now? Did we get the mic right? I hope so. Dr. Bravo, what's up? Mark, what's up? Windows resets everything. Yes, it does. Rexit. Can barely hear you over the music. All right, we will fix that, folks. We will work on that. We will strive to fix it. Making the announcement very soon on news this morning to step down as prime minister, being an Ontarian. A lot are going to be very happy he steps down. Part 1 of 2. Well, let's go look for part 2. Nicholas, what's up, buddy? You're getting closer to that. 30K. There is no full body waxing. None. Another dollar from our friend Curtis Joseph. Thank you, my friend. Another Canadian Canucky bucks. Canucky bucks? I don't know. Maybe that's not a good thing to say. I don't know. My music was obnoxiously loud. That's crazy. Yeah, we got to fix that, guys. It's basically lip reading. I'm sorry. I am very sorry, though. Hopefully the mic's better now. I'm good now. Okay, thank you. Yeah. I thought it was just my blocked ears. Still not hearing right. Gosh, I'm sorry. I hope everybody got it worked out. Yeah, the same thing happened last week too, before the weekend. Yeah, I know, but I thought I fixed it. And like I said, I do tests and stuff to make sure the audio is right. But this time, Windows literally adjusted the audio without my permission. I'm very tired of it. All right. Where was Curtis's other part 2? Looking for part 2. Yes, Paddington and Yogi Bear might also. Yeah, I think he'd probably be safe. He just wants a picnic basket. Fresh Snow, good morning, Wrenches. Good morning, everybody. And good morning to you, Fresh Snow. I think I said hi to Istophobos very early on. Caradwin says, I like it, CC. Canuck is not a bad term. Well, I didn't think it was, but yeah, Canucky bucks. I don't know. Maybe. I do know this. I like Culture Casino clams. That's kind of fun. All right. That was Curtis Joseph, right? Scroll back up. All right, I'm scrolling. Here we go. Thank you, Curtis. Part 2 of 2. If in your recent video of Rachel Zegler, the animated image of her is more cuter than Rachel herself. Bo is right. Sid the Sloth equals Rachel. Yeah. Yes, Bo and Mr. H both have some interesting descriptives for her. That's for sure. Um, Hypertelorism. That's a term I'm going to have to store in resident memory for a while. With people with very widely placed eyes, I guess. Love it. Mark says, sorry I missed last night's show, but had to see the Lions take out Vikings for the top seed. Well, you got your wish, didn't you? Oh, Mike was way jacked up. All right, I'm gonna have to figure it out. I mean, no, music was way jacked up. Excuse me. Would using OBS Studio help anything? It does. Again, I used to run the entire show through OBS. The problem with doing that um, is then the resources are heavy on my side rather than on the software side. The software can deliver on on all six platforms in a very unique way. If I turn all six platforms on simultaneously, it can deliver it without any weight on my computer. OBS is supposed to do that. If I can use OBS to do that, it does put weight on this computer. It just wouldn't change the production quality on the streaming or the streaming uh, side of things for through EVMux or StreamYard or whatever else. But it would remove some features that I like. For example, the on-screen chat. I wouldn't be able to align that very easily and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the heck that is because literally, if you look at it, it's like 5% of the music volume. So, what I'll do, I think I'll pull the music out, re record it at much lower volume, and then bring it in and see if that can do that. You can't afford a server? I have a server in the house, but that's not the point. I still would have to offload it using resources somewhere, and then the pipe size that would be required to make sure everything was as clear as it could be. Um, I mean, until they get over a gigabit fiber in my area, I don't think I could push it out. And it's not a. It's I have Macs. I have both Windows machines and Macs. I'm running multiple operating systems. OBS has plugins for many things. Yes, they do. Yeah, and that's why I use OBS. On this side, seriously, over here on this, that's how I do all the blue or green screen stuff. Everything is OBS dependent, which is why oftentimes I have a crisper picture than most people. So, but yeah. Anyway, for what it's worth, we've got our great friend here, Staccato DDS. I hope you have an incredible week, sir. Thanks for being here. As always, much appreciated, my friend. If the Willow New Trek, here's hoping Eclipse class Enterprise G is canon, keep NX-01 refit canon, hoping Enterprise F was not smurfed like it did. I don't know. I need to go. See what's actually going on with Trek right now. Paramount really is trying to bring back the Trek fans, especially in this merger with Skydance. Lots of things have indicated, and lots of people have indicated that the relationship um, um, between them and the JJ Trek acolytes like Kurtzman and others, um, and Akiva and all of those people who destroyed Trek. I think that relationship will end at that point. At least, so it's being said. And thank you for the 5 Culture Casino clams. We got a little gifty here from Liberty Halls Cat. A little something extra for a day. Have a good week. You too, Liberty Halls. You've been killing it, my friend. I see you everywhere now. I don't know how y'all all manage the time. I think it was a Canadian bear outfit. I think it was. I think Six will be able to tell me. That's true. Spaceship Vampire. Speaking of the NFL Vikings, I'm excited for the chance of Kirk Cousins coming to Cleveland, yeah. We're going to see a lot of the quarterback carousel in the offseason. So that'll be interesting. Um, let's see what else is happening. I'm way behind, guys. Sorry, I'm 3 minutes behind on you. Um, I think I'm dallying. The old Google Hangouts was better. Yes, StreamYards always had problems, which is why I moved away from StreamYards. Although now, I mean, I record most of my videos either on OBS or on StreamYard directly, just because it's you get independent camera and audio and a whole lot of things through StreamYard, which is just convenient when you're doing the kind of stuff I'm doing, like multicam. Osmora says he resigned. Thank goodness. 199, Osmora. 199. Thanks, BMO Beta. Take it easy, my friend. OBS is pretty light. Yes, it usually is. But yeah, restreaming will load resources quick. Exactly. Social Stream Ninja is good for showing multiple chats on screen. That's also true. I'm liking what I'm getting out of this. I just hope I can fix the audio. I think re-recording will do that. Remnants of being ill, folks. Sorry about that. And the bad news is I'm out of coffee. All right. OBS is a free broadcasting studio um, that works right off of your computer. You can stream right from it if you want to. There's a way to stream to multiple places off of it if you want to. It does take a little bit more technical um, expertise, for lack of a better way to say it. Not much more, but it does do all of that. So, and thank you, Mark Fields. I do try to put my best foot forward. Um, yeah, I can send some of that to other machines. Again, I would love to once I'm able to push this internet even harder with a bigger pipe. None of it'll matter how I run it anymore. That's just all it comes down to. There is no Trek after Enterprise. Enterprise is actually pretty good. A lot of people get mad at me when I say that, but it was actually decent. Most of it was anyway. JJ don't know physics. JJ don't know a lot of things. That's for sure. As a lifelong Trek fan, I'm out. I said that too, but I'm telling you right now, I think I think it can recover. I think it's one of those IPs that can recover. Oh my goodness, what else is going on? Is Carlos Alfredo Lopez? I said hi to, and Luis Messina's in the chat. Good to see you. I got a $2 Culture Casino clams super duper chat from our good friend Graph Webb, the most consistent person on YouTube. Hashtag cancel Disney Plus. Yes, please do. Please do. We got another dollar make you holla from Curtis Joseph. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Amazing stuff. Windsor. That's right. Olaf. 199. That's right. That's how I say it. We got a gifty. We got another gifty from Cyrano. Culture Casino gifty. That's right. Trying to get to 20 today on the days that 20 to 50 on the days that we are bonus timing. 5 to 10 on the days we're not. Those are Tuesdays and Thursdays because we run on over to Morning Magic Morning over on That Park Place and then to WDW Pro. Go and Shogi for 5. Culture Casino Clam says, sing it with me for Trudeau. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. Wow. Yep, gonna try to keep Parliament together, but the elections aren't supposed to be until October. If they push them forward, which they should, like I said, the Conservatives will just immediately flip 100 or more seats as of right now, according to all the data that's out there. That would be a mandate style repudiation of globalist puppetry from this kind of guy or from the Starmer face right there. That's right. Back to Cuba for Castro Jr. Well, Dragon Bricks. Hello, my friend, and Darth Gutierrez. How's the weather where you are, CC? It's chilly. It's very, very chilly. Still better than being up in Washington right now, where it looks cold. But baby, it's cold outside. And OBS is great for a one-man show, but if you intend to collaborate, it doesn't work so great. There are ways to utilize other plugins and apps to do it, but there are just better pieces of online software like EVMux, StreamYard, Restream. There's several of them now. I hope it's a start for a return to sanity from our good Canadian friends. Pet Brett says Trudeau couldn't even resign on the spot and call an election. What a loser. Well, just harken back to what his dad did all the way back in I think in 1984. It's not 1994. It's 1984 when his dad had to resign. Yeah. Not to mention the guy just blew up his marriage for all of the crazy stuff. It's just wild. No coffee, no peace. Let me tell you right now, I need my coffee. Need it. Ryan Conway, hey, what's going on? We got Philip Gaming in the house. What's up, Phil? Look at all these great people popping in. Loving it. John, the Beagle Dad. My prayers are with you, my friend. I'm so very sorry. And yeah. Yeah. It's good to see you this morning. Trudeau for $2. Hillis Mallory says, Trudeau? The guy in blackface? Yes. Yes. We got another super duper chat from our friend SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor for 5. Culture Casino Calam says, get RMB. That's right. RMB. Ron Moore, Script Doctor, Ira Stephen Bear, Nerdrotic, Tom Connors, Culture Casino, on the case to rescue Star Trek. Oh man, I would love that mission. I'd love that mission. First thing you do, go watch the original series like 7 or 8 times. You may have seen it 7 or 8 times, but you're going to want to. You're gonna want to get all that in front of you. That will help. I'm trying to catch up with y'all. I'm still 3 minutes behind. People are always like, "Why are you so behind on the chat?" Because I talk to people. Bradford, what's up, Donovan Bradford? Good to see you, buddy. Starmer looks like a Bond villain. Starmer is a Bond villain. Globalist puppetry. That's right. These, anybody that's a WEF young leader is most likely a terrible person, unless they vehemently come out against the terribleness of it all. Curtis Joseph says, Culture, it hasn't been a fun 9 years. I know. With Trudeau in office here in the Great White North. I'm so very sorry, you guys. I'm very sorry. Nicholas Horton, he's in the UK, says, I don't trust any of our British government MPs. They're just as bad as each other. I agree with you. But again, they're all bought off. This is the problem with politics now. They just buy politicians. They're all corrupt. All very, 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 very corrupt. It doesn't matter what country it is. China's complaining about corruption as their economy crashes to the ground. What's up? Zombied. Voyager over OG Trek. Voyager's pretty good. I like but I'm one of those weird people. I really did enjoy Enterprise. Almost all of the episodes I thought were pretty good. Breaking. Mexican Iron Man seizes control of YouTube channel and converts it to Upron website for sexy time adventures. Really? Which channel was that? Mikey. Cyrano. 4. 5. Culture Casino Clam says we'll be watching Strange Brew tonight in honor of Trudeau quitting. That's a good one. I love it. Our great friend Staccato DDS for 10 Culture Casino Clam says a positive step for Canada and interesting that another liberal politician bites the dust. Macron is next. Yes, he is. Or the crony, I like to call him. Staccato, would you say that the globalists are on their like this is their last bunch of like tries to screw the world up for a while? Obviously, with Biden trying to make it so Trump can't reverse his drilling offshore drilling and gas exploration. Do you think that they're really doing their level best to try to make it as hard as possible for the future because they know that once America gets on the right track, it won't be very easy for them to reclaim any kind of power. I think that's what all these countries are worried about as they watch the countries flip. Poland is basically holding up the middle finger and calling out everything the EU is doing, and I think other countries are going to do the same because the people are done with it. If Starmer makes it through this next year, I will be amazed. I fully expect. Um, I fully expect massive changes because people are done with it. They're done with being destroyed over the mechanisms of control, relocating people to places they don't belong, and creating burdens on successful thriving society. I think once you get rid of uh, the people that ran away from their troubles to create troubles elsewhere, no matter what country it is, I think you will turn a corner that every place in the world wants to, and you'll watch economies boom and still, the quality of life increase in the Western countries that readapt to Western ideals and traditionalism. Curtis Joseph drops another culture casino clam. Thank you, my friend, much appreciated. And Staccato for another. My goodness, you didn't have to send another $10. Staccato, thank you for another 10 culture casino clams. Yes, they are breathing their last breaths, and I believe that too. I think that as long as we stay, and this is very important, ladies and gentlemen, um, we have to stay on purpose. We have to stay on task, and we have to continue to we have to continue to hold our ground and take it back. We have to back all the things that have been clawed away from us over the course of the last 50 years. Because your liberty and freedom in this country has been incrementally being lessened by the administrative state and the subterfuge, undermining of the American way of life, the American spirit, the American dream. The American dreams is for Americans first and foremost. So that's just the way it is. And if you come here legally, American dream is for you too. Yeah, Mark Daly. Yeah, I think you're referring to the Soros, one of the worst actors in international politics, amongst other things. He and his son driving to destroy the United States of America as it is. And again, it's all in an effort to change um, change the controls. They do not want sovereign individual governments. They cannot control them. It's too hard. They have to spend exorbitant amounts of money and exert a lot of political capital to do it, which is why the former leader, still current leader, don't kid yourself, of the WEF is has said has said, and I think his underling said as well, that if Trump won, the the new world order, the um, the world government they were trying to force on us, will be lost, and I think that's a good thing. I think we're on the right track. And thank you very much again to Staccato DDS. Thank you, my friend. You're taking my channel from me. It doesn't seem very American of you, Mexican Iron Man. Am I gonna buy a politician? No, no. I want to expose all the bought off politicians. I think we should. And thank you again, Staccato. I appreciate it. Hey, hanging with Eric and Raf, still hanging here. And Mexican Iron Man is the bestest YouTuber ever. That's true. His channel needs to grow more, folks. We got to get him to like 20, 30,000. It's the only way. Culture, you can expect Mr. H to roast Keir Starmer. Oh, I know, throughout season 5 of H Cassie, I know. But I am most looking forward to roasting Greta Gerwig and her woke views. Yeah, well, Snow White. Oof. Oh, what a hot mess. Snow White is indeed. Yeah, I will not eat Z bugs either. Fresh snow. But apparently Nicole Kidman did. And she got quite a bit of praise for her fakery of female pleasure release for her latest film Baby Girl last night. So there's that. The Medici. There we go. Now we're starting to look at it. The Medici play card. Yeah. Zombied says, buy a series of politicians to expose the others and repeat until new politicians are in place. Yeah. Yeah. Look, I feel like if you just pursue corruption, you'll be you'll be doing everybody in the globe a favor. Just expose how prevalent it is. And especially in Western nations. We used to be the least corrupt. Now, almost fully corrupted. Do you happen to know if there's a way to use a capture card in game console to stream on StreamYard, like you can do with yes, yeah, you can operate you can operate a second you can operate a second camera. You can capture straight from OBS whatever you're playing into a capture card. You can use the capture card as the second camera in StreamYard, I believe. I'm not guaranteeing it, but I believe so. Um, all those kinds of things. So I think you can, Comic Stat. I really do. Um, I just got the Switch Online bundle and have been playing the best game ever, GoldenEye. There you go. I'm loving a lot of this recreated netcode style gaming stuff. The go back in time and get retro games up and running on modern consoles. I'm really kind of enjoying that. Yeah. Yeah, just don't take my word at it 100%, Comics Dad. There are going to be videos about that subject specifically. StreamYard has a series of videos on how to game stream. So you can actually go to their YouTube and look it up, and it should be there. OBS does too, to be fair. Ha! The full step down. Yes, he did. Sean Carter. Yep, we knew this was coming, but it could have come in as late as Wednesday. But the fact that they were willing to go out on a limb, a lot of the news sites were going out on a limb saying it would be today. Yeah, and it's a good thing. I mean, it's a good day. He spews BS in 2 languages, which is I always found odd. You know, I feel like in the United States we do need to have English official language so we can get rid of the redundancy and the silliness because everybody in the U.S. should speak English. It's called assimilating. And up until about 25, 30 years ago, that was the norm. And then they shoved all this neo-Marxist multiculturalism garbage into countries, and that's just not the way it is. I mean, one of the reasons I go and visit foreign places is to learn about the culture. But if the culture is polluted with a bunch of other cultures, that's an issue in my estimation. It is what it is, though. I'm not going to make any friends with that opinion, but it's great to see you, Sean. And yes, ding dong, the fool is gone. Not quite, but close enough. Close enough. He should have just called for an election right away, knowing full well that they would lose, but they're still going to lose. October? No. I don't know if they can buy off enough Canadian politicians again to foil the will of the people in Canada. Maybe. But I would hold their feet to the fire. I think that's one of the things that's a little different about the current populist movement here in the United States is it allows the citizenry to kind of hold politicians' feet to the fire because they know the repercussions are severe. You threaten a politician's seat if you threaten primarying them out so that they don't even make it to the general. They don't even get through the primary. They're immediately replaced by somebody more palatable and populist that the people want. You know. And Christian fandom geek, you are correct, my friend. Elon is playing games. He's playing 4 or 5D chess at this point, to be fair. Um, and playing all sides, sure. I'm sure there's a financial upside for him in some of this. He's a strategic thinker. He plays a bigger game than most people. Consider this: he's leveraged multiple locations in the United States to replace California. And California can't do anything about military launches, which, there's no less than 100 of those a year. So those are all going to come out of the California base, and there's nothing that their environmental garbage that they put in place because of Musk will actually be able to fool about with. So it means the California Coastal Commission lost the state of California billions. Well, to be fair, Governor Goodhair, the most evil, corrupt, joker-looking politician we have right now, on the west side, the West Coast, he is close. Second would be that Arizona chick, but um, Governor Goodhair is pure evil, and I think everybody knows that now. So, yeah, yeah. DL Fendel's in the house. We got lots of great people hanging out. But I will say this: at least Elon is on the right side of the equation as far as trying to bring back freedom in the United States. Yep, Sang wants his pension. Still playing the wizard behind the curtain. He's terrible. Yeah, Sing. Um, man, he doesn't represent the interests of his party either, or his people. That's nuts, man. That's kind of the thing you signed up for and pledged to do. Whether you're in the states or Canada, you're supposed to represent your constituency and their desires and their needs, not your own. Under the right circumstances, and again, this is as somebody who back in the early 2000s was replaced in the tech world because of these specific types of visas. Back when I was in tech, but um, I mean, there are ways to bring in talent from elsewhere that we may be lacking. But the problem is, I think for an H-1B, I think you should have to prove that the talent isn't here. And I don't believe that that can be attached to a price tag because unfortunately, for the longest time, the H-1Bs were utilized in that way for that purpose. So, oh, Hochul is definitely corrupt POS. Yeah. And she's even more corrupt than the previous POS that was in there. Governor Goodhair, yeah. Yeah. He's got a bald spot though. That's why his hair is done up that way, so he can kind of hide his bald spot. If you get it like if you're able to get a drone. Anyway, just is what it is. Hey, Adam Price in the house. I'm gonna replace my son with an Indian man. He will be my son for half the cost and work twice as hard, just like an NBA team. My goodness. Maybe America should invest in education. Well, not if it's through the Department of Education. The very failed institution put together by a recently deceased American president who did absolutely zero for this country on the positive side of the slate and put us actually in more precarious positions with a lot of the BS we're dealing with now. But the Department of Education, despite all of the money we've thrown at it, has done nothing but destroy education and make it even less effective. And if you've got if you have to drop the standards for proficiencies for teachers in certain states, like New Jersey just recently did, that's an even bigger wake up call. So if you think that the government is here to help, they're not. And education should have requirements. You literally should control state money based on education performance. No, no, no. Olaf, I was talking about Jimmy Carter. I can't say this, but I love it. Thank you, Channel Surf, for that. Uh, mm. And states should be competing against each other to produce the best educated students. I agree with you. And that's how, again, we didn't have the kind of education problems back when Jimmy Carter put together the Department of Education, which means it can be disassembled by the president rather easily and swiftly if need be. But we didn't have those kinds of problems. We also have a lot of empty buildings, a lot of empty federal buildings, a lot of empty jobs, a lot of jobs that are filled with people who don't do anything. Expanding the federal employment only expands the voter base for one particular party. Just the way it is. If you have to actually work for a living, things are a little different. Oh no, no, no! I didn't. I didn't. Well, I didn't mean to go all political. Political casino. Thank you, Putin's cat. But no, I'll say this, Mr. Cat. Um, Throwing money at the problem hasn't solved it. At least not at a federal level. We're worse off than we were 50 some years ago. So eliminate the problem. Something is in the way. It's the administrative state. And administration eats up all of the money that should be going into classrooms, into education itself. And we need to, as a populace, limit the administration and the administrative costs for doing whatever needs to be done. It's just the way it is. And it's good to see Crimlon roll in the door. How you doing, buddy? Hail all, says Crimlon. And Pet Brad is correct. Pet Brett is correct. Best educate is a very subjective term. Educator, teach thyself. True story. Um, that's weird. It just bumped down again. I don't know. I identify as an Apache helicopter. Did you like Nosferatu? Okay, I'm going to tell you all right now. I still haven't seen the movie. I saw part of a screener, but I have not seen the entire movie. My plans to go see it Friday or Saturday both washed out. I'm still trying to recover both time and health wise from being sick for a week starting Christmas Day. So hopefully, I'll be able to go see it this afternoon. That's the plan. Oh, by the way, I am all caught up on land Landman and I rewatched all of Tulsa King, um, and um, I rewatched the finale. Um, I've rewatched a lot of finales this week, but I kind of went on a Taylor Sheridan kick while I was recovering. So yeah, but I identify as an Apache helicopter. I promise, I will give you a uh, a review very soon. What I have seen is very good. And if I get to see the entire thing on the big screen, it'll be more satisfying, I think. Razorburn, culture beard looking good now. Thank you. Grimlon didn't like it. Michael Weidfertner, good to see you. Yeah, we do need to crack fusion. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Biden just announced a drilling. Yes. Yeah. Can Trump reverse it? I think he tried to use something specific that would be hard for Trump to unwind it. Staccato, actually, I talked about this during the 6 minute daily that a lot of people didn't get to hear because his music was too loud. But and thank you for the $10 Culture Casino clams on top of it. My goodness, very generous today. Um, but I think there's a way that Trump could unwind a lot of these types of things. Um, and it's quite possible that there might be some challenges to recent things that were signed by the current by the current administration in the next administration, um, for a couple of different reasons. I won't go into those at the moment, but um, there are certain things you can and can't do by fiat, as you know, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure that he has the authority to do that. But some of the things that I read this morning, and I've read a lot of the news gathering corpse accounts of this morning, both Reuters and AP, and a couple other places. And I'll say that it's possible it can't be unwound, but I imagine that again, it's when I was talking about Biden is all about America last. Um, and he's trying to get as much America last in place before he leaves. So if you want to know why your life is harder, it's because of the America Last movement, which is Biden and all these neo-Marxist globalists, like this guy who just resigned, and Herr Starmer here, this guy right here. Yeah, yeah, they have the WEF seal of approval. So I think those people are going to get bounced. But it wouldn't surprise me if Trump figures out a way to shelve it completely and reverse it. Um, I think a lot of smart attorneys will look at it, but I can't say definitively one way or the other. I can just give you my thoughts, and my thoughts are: if anything can be reversed or removed, I think it will be, and I think that'll be part of the first 100 days is to get rid of all the restrictions to forward motion in the United States and to completely ban illegal immigration in a way that it would be very, very hard to bring back, especially once people realize that, wait, there's jobs now. Wait, you know, we don't have all these additional billions in expenses because we're not supporting people who are here illegally. Did I watch the most recent RuPaul Drag Race? No, but I did see that one of their drag queens died at a very young age in their early 30s. I think the character's name or person's name or whatever they call that is Vivienne. I don't know. Gojira! Gojira Star. Good to see you. Brian Mack. Loving Landman. Landman is good, Brian, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And I don't mind weekly release stuff. I mean, a lot of people complain. I just think it creates a water cooler conversation that we sorely miss in this country. Not to mention the fact that it stays in the cultural zeitgeist for longer, and those kinds of things need to be here. Comics Dad, thanks for being here. Doing a special snow day stream, awesome. But thanks for letting me hang out and acknowledging me. Oh, I love everybody, guy. I do. Uh, doesn't the U.S. have enough gas already? I don't think so. I think we've got to get prices down. We have to force Apex hand, and we have to build up our reserves, which were absolutely catastrophically destroyed under the administration that's on their way out. So there's that. I think Curtis Joseph sent another Culture Casino clam this way in the Canuck Bucks format. Thank you, my friend. Is Steam OS an actual OS? I believe so. I think I'm running it on my Steam Deck, although I think it's running I think that's basically just a version of Linux. I don't know. Probably the expert on this one will be Jeff Pearson. Uh, 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 Low spec Linux laptop, low spec Linux gaming. It would be him. He would be able to spill that for you. I will direct you to the proper. Holy cow! It's M Tax Shark. Great to see it. Every action taken by the administration until 120 seems to be a middle finger to the middle and working classes. It is. It is. It's America last. It's the last gasps of America last. These are all economic destructive activities, trying to destroy rebuilding our economy back to where it was. Everything that's been done by Biden. And not to mention the fact that just the pardons alone tell us all how despicable this administration is. And awarding the Presidential Medal of Freedom to the most, you know, fascist, Marxist driven human on the planet, and George Soros. Soros needs to go to The Hague. Anyway. Never vote for someone who explicitly prefers Davos to Westminster. Exactly. Exactly. Anyway, I didn't want to get all overtly political, but we did because ultimately everything's tied together right now. They tied everything together to put everybody at odds in a very divisive way. And opinions are treated like scripture rather than, like what they are, driven by the latest amount of information that anybody has accumulated. Um, but it won't put me at odds with people I disagree with. It will just put me at odds with their positions and policies. One side seems to be able to do that better than the other. So there's that. I did see my good friend Latino Slant in the chat. You got to check him out. He's great. And yeah, we got to drop out. Normally, I would try to leave you with something fun, but we've been going for an hour and 8 minutes, and we have 10 minutes until we get to Midnight's Edge in the morning, or 15, depending upon when the start time is. So you will automatically be redirected over there. I want to say special thank you to the 20th super chat on the stream of Curtis Joseph, and I appreciate you. I want to say special thank you to Staccato DDS. I identify as an Apache helicopter, and of course SFX F314 Saber Tooth Raptor Cyrano, Go and Shogi, and Hillis Mallory, and let's see who else. Oh, Liberty Hall's Cat, Graph Web, and anyone else that I missed. I'm sorry about that. On that note, we got to wrap it up. So I will see you all over on Midnight's Edge in the morning. I hope to talk a little box office. So be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, grab yourself another cup of coffee. And until next time, see ya.